Hey y'all, it is Dr. Nicole K-Mac. I am a licensed clinical psychologist, and throughout the month of January, I have been bringing you small, manageable tips that you can take to maintain and protect your mental health and wellness. We are almost to the end of the month, so I've been throwing y'all some bonus tips. I hope y'all are taking note, and at the end of this, recognize there is no excuse to not take care of you. A lot of people deal with negative thoughts. You can call them unhelpful thoughts. People get stuck in these like anxiety cycles where it's just another what if, what if, what if. And sometimes it's like the most negative situations, the worst case scenarios. They're always planning for these negative things to occur. For some people, it may be an internal voice to self. So when you want to try something new, or when you're doing something, or when you just get up in the morning, there is this negative internal voice, the things that you say to yourself, how you treat yourself. You know how you're like going through something, and you're like having this internal, you're battling the internal thoughts, and they're usually negative. Those are the people that I am speaking to right now. And this task or this strategy is to replace one of your negative thoughts, one of those thoughts that are unhelpful to how you want to feel, to how you want to be, to what you need to do. I want you to identify one thought, and you're going to replace that unhelpful thought with something that's a little more helpful. So, for example, I'm in the process of working with a personal trainer. And so if I'm getting down to like, you know how they're like 20 seconds left, 10 seconds left, 5 seconds left. If at that 20-second mark, I am saying to myself, this is so hard, you can't do this, just stop it, take a break, don't push yourself, because it's hard, then what's going to happen is I'm going to stop. I'm not going to push myself. I'm not going to see what I'm capable of doing. But if in that same 20 seconds, I replace that unhelpful way of thinking about it and say to myself, Nicole, you're strong. Nicole, you got this. Nicole, see how far you can go. Nicole, 20 seconds is nothing. Then what happens is I push myself, I expand, and I am now able to see just what I'm capable of. And I know I am speaking about exercise, but that also happens in life. People are battling with this negative internal dialogue where they're talking down to themselves. You're not ready for this. You're not good enough for this. You're never going to reach that goal. You're not pretty enough. You're not fit enough. It's like so many ways that people can speak negatively to themselves. And then what happens is they start living a life that reflects the negative thoughts. Or the unhelpful thoughts. So if I'm saying to myself, that's too big for you, you're never going to reach this goal, don't even try it, guess what? I'm not going after that thing. I'm delaying what ultimately could be the best thing ever for me. I am stuck in this cycle and I'm not seeing the growth in the ways that I want. And so it can feel very overwhelming to say, address all the thoughts. I'm asking you to start with one. Take inventory, and I have you all do this a lot. Take inventory of the thoughts and the things that you say to yourself. Pick one thought that you want to stop doing, and you're going to replace that with something positive. And you're just going to work on it. When you notice yourself saying that thing, cut that. What's another way of thinking about this? How do I replace this with my helpful thought? And then you start expanding from there. You start with this thought, then you check another, then you check another, then you check another. All right, y'all, let me know what you think. Each one teach one. No gatekeeping. We're all trying to heal. All right, let me know what y'all think.